If you have baldness, hair fall, or certain type of alopecia, whether you are a female or a male, then you must use this serum which we are going to make today. You will notice a visible difference in a very short time. My own patients have used this serum and have experienced significant improvements. That is why I am bringing this remedy to you in today's video. You will first see how to make this serum, but the most important part is how to apply it after it is prepared. Many of my patients applied it in the correct way and got benefit from it. However, those who did not follow the method properly did not experience the results we expected. That is why after listening to this remedy today, it is essential that you also listen carefully to the application method. The second most important thing is that throughout this remedy, I'll explain you how you can identify whether each ingredient has been properly infused or not. If the infusion process is not done correctly, then any existing buildup or scalp issues will not improve. Hi, I'm Dr. Madhya Bhayani, a licensed hair care practitioner. For this remedy, I have first taken a steel pen. It is always better to use a steel pen. The reason is that we are going to add amla, also known as Indian gooseberry. Take one amla, grate it thoroughly and add it to the pen. Now what is the connection between a steel pen and amla? As you know, amla is rich in vitamin C. So when cooked in a steel pen, the vitamin C remains intact and does not degrade. However, if amla is cooked in an iron pan, the vitamin C breaks down very quickly. But if your hair is very white or grey, then you should definitely cook this in an iron pan instead of a steel one. Why? Because vitamin C reacts with iron, which can give the hair a black or a dark brownish tint. However, if you do not have grey hair or if you suffer from dandruff or scalp irritation, do not use an iron pan. Use a steel pan instead. For clarity and simplicity, I am using a steel pan here. Always grate the amla thoroughly before adding it. If you add it whole, the surface area will be limited and the nutrients will not release properly. Smaller pieces increase surface area, allowing nutrients to infuse into the water more effectively. These may seem like small steps, but they are extremely important. Please follow them carefully and do not take shortcuts. Once the amla has been added, add a little water. I have mentioned the exact quantity here. You will notice that these measuring cups are common household items. Almost everyone has a cup of this size at home. I have used one full glass and the other one is less than full. Approximately 3/4 of a cup you can say. This is the amount of water you should add. Since this is a serum, the concentration is flexible. However, if you follow this ratio, the consistency will be ideal. Next, I'm going to add the curry leaves. Please be careful here. Always wash the curry leaves thoroughly before adding it into any DIY remedy, especially it's for hair or skin. If they have taken directly from the plant without washing, the impurities can obviously worsen the hair problems. Add a handful of curry leaves. I have shown you the exact quantity how much I have used. There are two very important points here, so please pay attention. First, you do not need to know the exact quantity of every ingredient. You can add them by estimation only. What matters most is the cooking process for this particular remedy. Second, you must add the ingredients in the correct sequence. If, for example, amla is added first, then amla must cook first. Do not add the second ingredient before the first one has infused properly. This remedy particularly requires a strong amla infusion before moving forward. Now observe the color closely. When curry leaves are added, the water should turn slightly green. If it does not, allow it to cook for longer. If the color changes, it indicates that the infusion has started. Curry leaves are extremely beneficial for people whose hair breaks easily, does not grow in length, or falls out from the roots itself. They are also essential for those with the frizzy, dry, rough, and unmanageable hair. The combination of gooseberry and curry leaves addresses multiple hair issues simultaneously. If you do not experience those problems, you may skip curry leaves also. However, if even one of these issues applies to you, you should definitely include them. From my clinical experience, some ingredients show noticeable results within few months. Curry leaves, coriander, ginger, and one special ingredient used in this remedy fall into that category. So stay with me throughout the video. I'll explain more about it shortly. With consistent use, hair fall can reduce significantly. I have seen the male patients myself whose hair growth improved so much that even previously applied tints become invisible. When the water begins to warm, you have to add a small clove of garlic. Do not add more than this. Excess garlic can irritate the scalp. A small amount can increase the blood circulation, which ultimately activates the dormant hair follicles. Wash the garlic thoroughly and obviously cut it into small pieces, or you can grate it too before adding it. Now comes the most important ingredient, which is licorice. Without this, the remedy will not work as effectively as I want it to be done. Without this, the remedy won't work as effectively as we want. Licorice does not directly promote hair growth, but it plays a vital role in maintaining the scalp health. If the scalp is unhealthy, even the best ingredient won't work. Therefore, make this remedy only if you have licorice available. If you are using an iron pan, licorice is even more important as it prevents the dryness and maintains the softness and shine. Next, we're gonna add baljar, which is also known as spikenard in English. Whatever ingredients I'm using, they are always in the affiliate links in the description below, so you can always check that out in each of my video. I have used the whole root instead of the powdered form here. Ayurvedic ingredients should always be used in small quantities. Their effectiveness comes from consistency, not excess. Baljar improves scalp health and supports the hair growth. When it infuses, the water slowly turns brown. This color change indicates that infusion has begun. If this does not happen before adding the next ingredient, the remedy may not work. Once the brownish color appears, we have to add rosemary leaves. I have used dried rosemary leaves because it has longer shelf life. You can even use fresh leaves also for better potency. Add about 1.5 to 2 teaspoons in that. Rosemary helps reduce hair fall, promotes regrowth, and thickens the serum too. Always add rosemary at the end to protect its nutrients. Cook everything on low to medium heat only. Never allow the ingredients to burn. They should only infuse. Once thickened, then add flax seeds and cook on low heat for around 10 to 15 minutes until the desired consistency is achieved. After cooking, you have to strain it again. While the serum is still warm, we have to add a small amount of castor oil and mix thoroughly. Do not add oil once the serum has cooled, as it will not blend properly. Optional additions include vitamin E or rosemary essential oil, but only after the serum has cooled completely. So there is a difference when we are adding castor oil or the essential oil. Any confusion, please feel free to comment down below. Now transfer the serum into a clean sealed container. Hygiene is extremely important. Store it in the refrigerator where it will last for 15 to 20 days. If the smell or color changes drastically, discard it and prepare a fresh batch. Before applying, you have to divide and brush your hair thoroughly. Apply a toner if available and then gently massage the serum into your scalp, focusing on thinning areas. Use this serum 4 times a week. Do not wash your hair immediately after the application. Wash your hair 3 times a week to prevent buildup. If you have any question or doubt, feel free to leave a comment below. The toner which I apply before using this serum and the shampoo which I use after using this serum are shown on the screen. So click there and I'll see you there.